It's time for our next act, ladies and gentlemen. Are you excited? Yeah. I'm excited. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Trini!
I love Australia. Total freedom of religion. Has anyone heard of the Raelians? It's a UFO cult started by a Frenchman called Rael. The aliens told him that he was the next Messiah, and they asked him to build an embassy so they can return to Earth. While we're all waiting for the embassy, the Raelians promote world peace and non-violence, and they practice tolerance for all forms of sexuality and sensuality, and they meditate. Keen to find out more about the meditation, I went along to a weekend residential. Everybody was very friendly. I was presented with a little scroll rolled up, tied up with a pink bow. This was an invitation to join Rael's Angels. This group of women was a bit like nuns for Jesus, and they were going to be there to serve the aliens when they finally arrive at the embassy. But this isn't serve in a menial way, because they're going to bring robots who are going to do the cooking and cleaning. This will be to serve them sexually. And while we're waiting for the aliens, we get to serve Rael. I'm very excited, I can hardly wait. There were workshops on the weekend too, and we newbies were put together in small discussion groups, each one led by a card-carrying committed Raelian. And when one of our groups said some of her friends had been taken up in a spaceship, she was told categorically no. Rael's the only one who's ever had that experience. Well, I have to question this because there's thousands of reports of UFO encounters. Well, our group leader had a perfectly rational explanation. Those people, she said, they all have a mental illness. Anyway, I managed to escape Rael and the aliens, and now I live in the beautiful northern rivers. I'm up in the hills, out of reach of tsunami and rising sea level. Sorry, Byron, you'll be the first to go. Nimbin is my closest village, but I usually tell people I live 30k north of Lismore, just so they don't think I'm a drug lord. But you wouldn't move to Nimbin to grow pot. They fly helicopters over your house at night and search with spotlights and infrared. Apparently it's completely legal because they don't need a warrant if they don't actually land. So, in the bush, living the dream with carpet snakes, ticks, leeches. Not sure about the leeches. I think I had one in bed the other night. I woke up in the morning and there was blood all over the sheets, but no sign of the leech anywhere. Sorry, just been having a bit of trouble with that ear. I was single when I came to Nimbin. It's hard meeting nice men at my age, and I get very nervous and I say stupid things like, I have large labia, and that's a definite romance killer. Anyway, I thought I'd feng shui the house for love. Red lantern in the romance sector, dragon and phoenix in the northeast. The next thing I know, there's a wallaby with an erection hopping through the garden. It looked really weird. It looked like a Joey's leg hanging out the pouch. So I Googled it. Wallaby penis images. And sure enough, the bifurcated tip of the wallaby penis looks just like a Joey's toe. So, maybe that's how they sneak up on the girls. I'm not a horny male wallaby looking for a root. See, I'm like you, I have a baby. And then kapow! The next thing you know, she's pregnant. So, plenty of Joeys in the garden. And now I live in a region where the women outnumber the men 10 to 1. Maybe I should become a lesbian. Better odds. I don't think I have high expectations of men. Just a few simple criteria: act your age, not your shoe size, do the washing up, and let me have a go on the ride-on mower. How great are those? I never knew a girl could have that much fun by herself. I love my mowing. I like mowing. I like a bit of a laugh, which is why I took up comedy. But then I discovered, they've done the research, funny women aren't sexy. A woman is more likely to get a date being boring and listening to the man's lame jokes than making jokes herself. But against all odds, I did actually finally find a fella. I think the feng shui must have kicked in, and he likes washing up. He has his own ride-on mower, and he doesn't have a bifurcated penis. Thank you and good night.
Two in a row.